Right then, I've just arrived on site. It's about 10:30, 11 a.m, 9th of April, and I saw this blossom about 3 days ago. It goes off really, really quickly in the sun, but because we've just had a sort of a freeze for a couple of days, it's been preserved, and I'm lucky. I've actually got 3 different things to paint. So I've got this one here, second one down there, and then a big third bush further down there, so I'm a bit sort of spoilt for choice. Hopefully I'm not going to upset this farmer by working in his field, but I'm just going to sort of pick which one of the 3 I want basically, and set outside. Maybe I'll make a friend here with him as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to pick this bush here. Just look at this blossom. It's not often I get such a fantastic sort of bush like this. Just really, really excited by that. There's just a lot I can do with this. I've got a really big canvas that I've prepped already, so isn't that stunning? Haha. Right, okay, so here we are. Picked my site. I'm about to get started. I've got to really focus on the painting today rather than talking, so I don't know when I'm next going to shoot a little bit. You can see I've sort of pre-painted these ones, so I've just done a sort of very dark grey and then a kind of like an olivey colour on the large and small one, and then I've sort of graffitied. I've spent quite a long time sort of spray painting it and then tagging over the top this morning, just to kind of create an under thing here that I can now start populating with these sort of white splats. I've got sun for maybe another hour, so I want to kind of start wet and hope that the sun manages to dry that, and then I'll get a second glare in before it clouds over. It's forecast to rain at about 5. And I walked up and down. It's not that clear in this shot, but there's kind of like a C shape there, and that's kind of why I've picked this location. So it's kind of like that's part of the composition, and I quite like some of these branches in below. Right, here we are. I think it's about 3 o'clock, so I've been at it 4 hours, something like that, and the small one needs a little bit of work, but I've been focusing on the large one. I'm pretty happy with that. It's quite wet. It's due to rain in about 2 hours, so it's not going to dry. So I've got to sort of drag it up the field and get it into the car as best as I can, and kind of let it dry off, and then keep working it. I was actually genuinely really quite looking forward to and excited to meet the farmer, because I've often made really good relationships with farmers, but he came over and he wasn't too impressed that I was essentially trespassing. I was in his field, and initially he asked me to leave straight away, and then I kind of chatted to him nicely, and he's let me stay, but it wasn't a particularly nice thing, so. There you go. I thought this was quite funny. It's so big, I mean, unless I brought battens and supports and stuff like that, there is no other way to to transport this home. So bye bye blossom. It's been a good day actually. I'm happy with that. Drag it up the field and head home. Maybe have a beer tonight. It's Friday night. Yeah, I'm happy. And just another funny thing to finish off. This is the argument why I need to go and get a van, really, because seats are pulled as far forward as they possibly can. The painting's sort of riding up the back of the front seats, and it's still 2 feet out the back of the thing. You obviously don't want to fold it in on itself with all the wet paint, so I might have to construct a diagonal going up and over the headrest, but I don't know. Either way, I'm going to invest in a van soon. Brilliant. Welcome to my weekly live. I haven't prepared a huge lot to say today, except so that you get a bit of a backstage sort of behind the scenes insight into just what I'm doing in my studio today. So yeah, I'm kind of jumping between digital world and just like lost in the computer, and then sort of trying to step out and kind of get back into this painting. And I'm super. This is just where all my excitement and energy is going into this painting at the moment. Hello everyone, hi Victoria, hi, wave, wave, wave. So I want to just show you this painting because this is kind of what I'm really excited about at the moment. Essentially, I mean, it looked like a really, really good painting when I painted it kind of on site plein air, and then I've brought it home and I've just been spray painting a whole load of it and then splashing paint over it and then spray painting more and splashing paint more, and kind of I love it for a minute and then I don't like it at all and then I love it, but it's just got so much energy and so much layering going on with it at the moment that it's becoming quite an exciting piece. So what I'm going to do is flip the screen around. I'm getting this technology now. I've never managed to do this within a live, so that you can kind of sort of see some of the stuff here. And then this morning, kind of what I've been working with, if I zoom a bit more close in, because it's such a large painting, you can kind of see some of the much finer sort of pen work in there. My favourite bit after I finished painting was the kind of the glow of this kind of this central part here, and some of this sort of zigzag. Everyone, good morning Instagram. I've got this exhibition approaching in about 2 weeks time now, and I've got a couple of paintings that I want to put into this show, but they're not quite ready. So I've just woken up this morning and I've just gone, right, I've got to break this impasse and kind of break through this piece here. So kind of like my brain's going, oh, be a sensible boy and go and just do more admin on the computer and kind of pull everything together, finish off the catalogue, and I've woken up and just gone, no, I'm not going to swear, but I've got to break through this piece, and it's quite interesting. I've been playing for quite a long time and sort of exploring the idea in my head of kind of, should I stay very safe or traditional with my painting, or I really, there's a part of me that just really, really wants to just kind of break through and be a little bit challenging and rough and bold and gritty and raw and stuff like that. And this piece is just it's just really inspiring me at the moment. I'm putting just all my heart and energy and thoughts into it. It feels a bit rougher and more broken and bold than any of my pieces previously, and I just want to keep sort of breaking it up and pushing the envelope and seeing kind of how far can I break a painting apart and sort of see where I challenge this and go out of the safety zone a little bit. So I'm gonna in a second I'm gonna put on a time lapse. I'm gonna sort of film all of the different changes I put on this, and well, yeah, hopefully, yeah, hopefully, well, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe it's good. I'll break it. I don't know. Let's see where I go with this. And please don't tell my partner I'm in the dining room, so she'd probably have a heart attack that I'm mixing loads of wet paint in here. But I don't have any walls big enough in my studio for this piece, so I'm in, while the cat's away, the mice will play, and I'm just mixing the paint in here today, and I'm going to try and break this painting, or maybe complete it. Let's see where it goes. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome to my dining room. I've decided to do a very brief live today because I have finished this beautiful piece and I am absolutely buzzing. Those of you who have been following this over the last few weeks or even months, because this piece has been transforming since about March, I think I started this piece. And I did a brief live last week. I got it really close, but there's something, if you're not an artist and you watch these things, I watch other artists saying this, and they're kind of like, just need something, a little bing, and then it's finished. And this morning I just decided it's harder to take the steps the closer you get to being finished. But this morning I just decided to put on this colour, which is a shock blue, which is the name of the piece, and it was perfect. And I've just put this line sort of like just scratching and scrawling straight down through the centre. And this is exactly where, some of you might have been following my work for years, and this is the cutting edge, this is the forefront of exactly where I want to be pushing my work. I'm so excited about it. And I'm particularly buzzing because I've got an exhibition going live on my website in 9 days' time. So it's a week on Friday. It runs from the 13th of August to the 13th of September. And this is it's about a 2-metre piece or something like that. This is one of the large pieces in it that combines the landscape plein air work that I do with graffiti. And I painted this essentially plein air back in March. I really loved the piece that I produced on location. I'll post sort of photos of it and stuff, but I just wanted to rough it up, and it's almost in many ways been sliding downhill for about 2 or 3 months, and I've sort of been pushing it, and last week I did this huge splash, obscured loads of bits that I really liked, but I needed to break it up, and it's just little bits. I'm considering putting a couple of bits of gold on it here, but I'm buzzing. I've been a typical sort of tortured, depressed artist for the last week. I haven't been wanting to go into my studio, haven't been wanting to pick up a paintbrush, not been very great company to be around. And then it's that tiny little touch or something and everything changes again. So let me know your comments about this. If you're interested in the exhibition, subscribe via my bio or via my website, and I've got a whole series of emails going out over the next month. Thank you everyone for watching, and watch this space for the exhibition over the next month, opening a week on Friday.